what was the first time when you saw change come, that where you implemented or you helped a company to navigate through a change, a pain point, and it came back and it just demonstrated that your theory or your strategy worked?
I think this is very interesting because at university, I studied business studies, also social psychology, cultural anthropology. Both my bachelor and master's work, it was about change management. I had no idea I was going to work with that later, but so I wasn't somehow interested in that, and also did a lot of research. Well, because quite often the hardest thing is to create change and do change when you don't see that it's like an immediate threat or you really need to do it. You might understand that you need it, but then we are quite used to think and a little bit lazy and comfortable. And we do it tomorrow, maybe next week or next year or something like that. And then it might be too late. So it's also just how we start to do it. And also when it comes to change, it is so hard to even for us as individuals, to do even the easiest change that we know. It's good for us to exercise and eat healthy food. And still, it's so hard to get that into a habit and doing it all the time. And then when we have a change in the workplace, it might be quite often we understand and it seems to be very simple. But for us to then change our behavior, start doing something new, and just as individuals, but then doing that at a collective level, because that's what it's about in the context of a workplace, that we all need to then change our behavior to the new ways of working. And most of the time, we don't put enough change management support in that work. And so a lot of times we don't get the effects. We could have the best physical adjusted workplaces, best technology, everything, but still we don't get the effects that we want to because we were not able to change our leadership and culture way of working and change the behavior.
That's fascinating right there. Because, it's even like, say, so if we put desks in that are height adjustable and you've got different zones that go up and down, so you can get maximum, ergonomic adjustment, physical articulation. But, a lot of times people are still sitting at their desks, so you do need to remind them or something. And sometimes there's timers. I know my Apple Watch tells me, okay, time to get up. And sometimes I listen to it and sometimes I don't. So,
yeah. How can you then help with that? I know that in some cases you can, for example, make sure that you raise up the tables. Maybe the cleaners help you to do that. So when you come into the morning, all the tables are up.